And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. One Mac 11, even boom with the bass down. Scheming, and let me tell you about my life.
So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain.
Ooh, I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it,
And that was Kendrick Lamar, Taylor Swift, and The Weeknd, three artists who scored several Grammy nominations each. The Grammys will air February 15th in Los Angeles, and here with analysis is WSJ arts reporter John Jurgensen. John, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
So Kendrick Lamar is leading the pack this morning with 11 nominations. What is it about his latest record that you think resonated with Grammy voters?
Well, he's been nominated before in past years, nomination for Grammys, but he really kind of hits the trifecta for Grammy Academy voters. He's got deep credibility in the rap community and deep artistry. He's also got a big commercial appeal. He's really popular. And he says some important things. I mean, his album came out at a time where Black identity is really part of the big conversation and an important part of the conversation, and he's hitting those topics head on.
It's resonating for sure. Now, just behind him is Taylor Swift. She's won 7 awards already. Is she Kendrick's strongest competition?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she was inescapable this past year, and it almost seems to be that we've been living with this album for a long, long time, and more than a year, actually. And her album came out at the very beginning of the nomination eligibility period. So it seems like it's an old album, but it's actually, it's been dominating through radio and also the culture for a long time. So, she's definitely the big one in the room.
She's right on target there. Now, we also have to talk about The Weeknd. He's pretty much been everywhere this summer.
Yeah, I mean, a guy who, when he first came out and was releasing mixtapes from Toronto, was sort of, hidden. He didn't even show his face for a long time, and then made this decision to go big into the pop world and, worked with big pop producers like Max Martin, who's well nominated, of course, as well, to come up with a big pop sound. It's been a great success for him.
Now, besides those top 3, any new names we should be keeping an eye out for?
Yeah, Chris Stapleton's an interesting one. He's also got an Album of the Year nomination for his album Traveler, which is his debut. Very sort of traditionally minded country artist, in the vein of Waylon Jennings and these very kind of representative old school country artists. And I think he probably, he's had a huge year in the country music genre, but he probably also came to a light for a lot of mainstream fans when he duetted with Justin Timberlake recently. So he's got some crossover appeal going, and also just kind of like the heartland country tradition that Grammy voters really like.
It sounds good. Now, is there a category that you will be watching particularly closely?
The Album of the Year is going to be interesting. I mean, with Kendrick getting 11 nominations, it sounds huge, but if you think back to Grammy wins, that's really where the importance comes down to. I mean, a rap album hasn't won since 2004 with Outkast. The rap albums and rap songs are rarely represented among the winners, so it would really say a lot more if he won in some of those categories instead of just being nominated. I mean, 11 nominations is huge, but will he actually win in those categories? And that's going to be something that I'm going to be watching for sure.
Well, I'll be watching. It'll be a fun night for sure. John, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.